Hi, it's Rob. I'm back with my filter. It's I happened to be going through some of the videos, and I noticed that it had been over a year since I changed my furnace filter, and it was time to change the filter again. So it's been a year and like 3 or 4 months. So I'm going to make another quick video on changing the filter. This time I'm going to use a different filter brand. The first step, of course, is to get the filter cartridge out of the furnace. So let's go do that, and we'll come back. Oh, it's already here, but we'll be back in a minute. So to get the filter out of here, as you may recall, we lift this flap up and the door comes out. We can set that aside. We just grab one of these loops and slide the whole cartridge out. So we want to, of course, set the filter down on a flat surface. As you can recall, I marked my filter cartridge with the direction it goes in. It goes in the furnace only in one direction. You really can't mess it up. But anyway, I did have that extra filter. Remember, I bought a 2-pack last year or a year ago, and I had that box with another set of filters. So they're all just a little bit different, but this one here is also a 2-pack. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these out. And quite frankly, I don't know what brand this is. This came from discountfilterstore.com in Minnesota. And this is probably getting a little old. I don't see any dates on it. But anyway, it's a 2-pack. And here you can see the part number of what this filter pack is. I'll go ahead and look this up and get some prices, either list them here on the screen with what I found the current filter prices to be. But the best price that I could find with a quick glance was still at Walmart. It's a 3-pack for $58 or something like that. It turned out to be slightly less than what I paid for the Walmart filters from over a year ago. So inflation hasn't quite hit that, but it's a 3-pack, not a 2-pack. All right, let's get this thing in here. So, a little refresher. First thing we're going to do is open up the side flaps. Pull these 2 tabs back on each end. Drop that down. Take the fiberglass. Make sure that falls down on both of them. You can pop the combs out. They just unsnap. Once again, the combs they can be oriented any way. They're kind of symmetrical. You can flip them. These here, they go over these edges. Let me see if I can get a better view of it this time, so you can see how that one looks. And we're going to set that down exactly the way it came off. Same thing with the front piece here. Just set that right there. And this was the Aprilaire filter, and this hooked over these plastic rails right here. And we're going to set that off to the side. Throw that away. Now this one here doesn't have the pockets on the end. It just has a couple of flaps. But it still goes together the same way. We're going to stretch this out. And we're going to put that flap over the plastic edge. And as you remember, we have to get this thing set up on this plastic rail here. It doesn't go on the inside of the plastic rail. It goes on the top on both sides. And that goes over the top like this. Get this equally spaced and centered on both ends. Take this plastic piece and just hook that right on there. Same thing with this one. Get that equally spaced and slide this on there. Get that black piece centered on both sides. Then we could stick the combs in, I think. As you recall, this was actually the hardest part about it. Now I can't remember, I didn't look to see where I start, but I'm going to start with this one over here, and we'll see how that goes. One pleat per comb. This is actually going together pretty well. Try to give you a view of that. Yep, that works out pretty good. So the little short comb, on each end actually goes on the right in the first slot, and the short comb on the other end will end up in the same spot. So once we've got that in, we can easily insert the rest of them. And like I said, these don't, the orientation of these doesn't really matter. It can go either way. All right, that's 5. Put those over here so they match up with the slots. Last time I had one of the combs put in just off one pleat. So after you get these stamped in, you can take one last look at it to see if there's any, if you actually got the combs in right or not. Okay, combs are all up. Put the flaps up. The black rail goes inside the door. That should easily snap. So here you can see that black piece has got to go inside the door on both ends. See this one here, it's not in. Let's make sure it gets in there and it'll easily snap shut. Take a look at it. Looks pretty even. And it's all set to go back into the furnace. So let's go ahead and do that. And don't forget to find your ink pen so you can mark down the date or set a reminder in your phone for when you got to change it the next time. Hopefully it won't be over a year again. So here's the filter. I'm going to kind of set it in here and get it started on that bottom rail. And it'll easily slide into that top rail. Slide it in. Push that tab down. Take the door. Put that down on the bottom. Snap it shut. You're all set to go. And there I had the date from when I did it in September of 2023. And now we are something like, I think it's the 20th. Oh yeah, I think it's, I'm going to leave that there. I have my extra filter, so now I've still got 2 filters left. I'm going to leave that right here on the top with my other filter, so I got 2 spares. And that's all it is to it. This furnace, like I've mentioned before, is actually quite old. It's like 35 years old now. And so I've changed the filter several times. I've almost gotten used to how easy it is to do. But anyway, once again, I hope it helps you. I'm going to have a link here to the original video I did that might show a little bit more detail. You can take a look at that if that's going to be helpful for you. But once again, it's a reminder, get out there and change your filter. It'll improve the efficiency of your furnace, and that means it's less cost for to run your furnace or your air conditioner. Thanks for watching.